Hey everyone, I just want to touch briefly on why a refinance can be very bad for someone. Okay, so before you refinance your home, you want to look at what stage are you with your amortization in your current mortgage. Okay, if I like to tell people, if you can't target lowering your interest rate 2%, it may not be worth it. Maybe sometimes people talk about 1% difference. We want to see first where we are with your amortization. So if you don't know what I'm talking about on amortization, please look at my amortization video before you come to this one. And you want to see how the amortization breaks down. The worst thing that I see people do is when they're 5, 6 years into a current mortgage, they want to refinance and they want to wrap up some debt. That I don't recommend at all. I usually talk people out of it. Even though I get paid when I refinance someone's home. I got to go to sleep at night, so I don't want people just refinancing a home. When you take short-term debt, whether it's a credit card, a car payment, and you roll those in just to reduce your monthly payment, that's not always the best idea. Really sit down with a CPA, a financial planner, find a way, or ask someone else for a second opinion, someone who's really good at their finances. Because refinancing, putting short-term debt into a 30-year long-term debt just doesn't make sense. Okay, it just doesn't. Remember, we always want to protect our home. If you lose your job, if you lose something at work or a health problem comes up, you don't want to incorporate that debt into your home, because if that income is gone, now you can't make your home payment. You are homeless. You're going through a foreclosure or bankruptcy. You can do a bankruptcy and keep your home and protect where you live. Okay, always protect the home you live in. Always have a roof over your head that is yours. Remember, your ultimate goal is to get to retirement, to have a healthy, happy retirement. So I strongly recommend that you don't roll all your debt into a refinance. I don't like it at all. Just remember, when you're looking at refinancing, look at where you are with your amortization. How much principal have you paid? Use your goal to get to age 62, or whatever you set for retirement, to get to that. So whether you can do a reverse mortgage or whatever you can do without the other debt. Be more disciplined on creating more debt. Try to avoid it, but don't, especially if you're 5, 6, 8 years along into your current mortgage. Even if the interest rate is a 2% difference, you will find way out where you are when you refinance. Look at an amortization sheet, find out where you are, because you're going to start over where you're paying a lot more interest versus principal towards that. So you're changing you're changing your position, you're changing your equity position in the home, you're changing that amortization schedule of where you're eliminating debt. So when you refinance, you're carrying that debt out further. I always tell people, really rethink that. There's nothing worse than watching someone take a car payment, a car that they've had for 5 years. They got 3 years left on that car payment, and they're rolling it in because they want to reduce that payment so they can go on a vacation or they can go do something. Look at my video, the pain video, the two types of pain, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Stick it out for the other 2 years. Pay off that car. Don't roll it into your mortgage, a 30-year mortgage. Don't refinance it out. Don't put all those closing costs back in there. You're adding all those closing costs, all those fees right back in there. So if you get a $200,000 house and you're rolling in $8, $9, $10,000 back on top of that principal, you're eating that equity just to relieve yourself $100 to $200 a month. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so really think of all the implications of your closing costs and where you are in your amortization.